Welcome back to BistroBuzz TV. Today we're going to be making some peanut butter oatmeal drop cookies. These are no-bake cookies. They're very, very easy to make. They're very quick to make. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is to get a large mixing bowl like we have here, and also a mixing cup, because right now we're going to go ahead and add 1 cup of oatmeal, and I have the gluten-free oatmeal here. It's the quick 1-minute oats. I'm going to be using this today, but I'm going to be taking 1 cup of the oats and putting it into the mixing bowl. We've now added our oats to the mixing bowl. I'm now going to add a half a teaspoon of the McCormick's ground cinnamon. And you can see here we added a generous portion of the cinnamon. If you've ever tried peanut butter and cinnamon, it's really, really good. I don't know if you tried that before or not, but it's very, very good. And we like to add a little bit of cinnamon to this because cinnamon is good for you. So we do have a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now we're going to add some sliced almonds and cranberries. I got these at Lowe's Food. They're very, very good. We usually place these on our salads, but I'm going to be placing about a 1/4 cup of the sliced almonds and cranberries into the oats and the cinnamon. I added the almonds and cranberries to the oats and cinnamon, and it really smells really good now. You can really smell that cinnamon. And now what I'm going to do is take a half a cup of extra crunchy peanut butter, and you can use whatever peanut butter you would like to use. And I'm going to place that into our measuring cup, 1/2 cup, and then I'm going to place that into the microwave for 20 seconds and then add it to the oats. Peanut butter in the microwave for 20 seconds. You can see the consistency. It's a little bit easier to work with when we add it to the oats. So what I'm going to do now is add the peanut butter to the oats, and we will be back. I've added the peanut butter to the oats, and you can see how easy it is to stir it up now, since you've added it to the oats and it's being placed in the microwave. And remember, this is just for 20 seconds, and it just makes it so much easier to mix up. So we're going to mix this real quickly, and we will be back. I will share with you the way I mix this up is I get a fork and I place that in the right hand and a spoon in the left hand, and then what I do is I work the way through it and mix it up really, really well. And when I get these little formations here, you see where some of it is sticking together, I just try to work that into where it's not stuck together, because in the end what we're going to do is form little droplets with it anyway. But I just want to make sure that everything is mixed up really well, and a fork usually does that really good for me. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add 1/3 cup of honey, and we will add that and we will mix that in really, really well. The honey that I'm using is the Fresh Market Clover honey. This is really, really good. I've tried several different honey brands, and I just found this one to be one of the ones that I really, really like. And I've added the honey, and you can see how it starts getting a little bit thicker now. And again, I take the fork in the right hand, the spoon in the left hand, and just try to work it through. Make sure there's a little bit of honey on each of the little areas. But if you want to use less honey, that's certainly fine. The recipe I use that I put together usually has the 1/3 cup of honey, and I just like the consistency, but it's fine to use less honey if you would like. Now what I'm going to do is add 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm going to be using the vanilla extract, and we will be right back. We have added the vanilla, and you can see where the consistency gets a little bit thicker. Each time we add the items that are liquid, it gets a little bit thicker, so that's really good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to keep mixing it till we know that it's mixed up really, really well. And a variation of this at this time, if you want to put in a little bit of chocolate, you can put chocolate chips, you can put any kind of chocolate that you would like. You could even put M&Ms in this if you would like. For right now, we would like to make this without any chocolate added, but you can certainly add chocolate if you would like. So what I'm going to do is keep mixing this, and then we will start forming the little droplets and the little drops, and then we will place those on a cookie sheet. We place that into the refrigerator, and what I like to do is at least leave it in the refrigerator for 1.5 hours, and that way the little drops start forming a more of a hardened consistency, and then you can serve them as little desserts. And these are great for, like, if you need a little pick-me-up in the mornings when you're heading out to work or heading out to do your errands. You can just grab one of these, and although there's a little bit of sweet in it, the honey makes it taste a little bit sweet, it's almost like you feel like you're eating something that's a little bit more healthy than some of the other things that most of us pick up on the go. But these are really fun to make and really easy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep mixing this just a little bit, and then we will start putting these on the cookie sheet, and we'll place these in the refrigerator for about 1.5 hours. We have formed the little drops here, and as you form these, you may notice that the mixture is a little hard to keep it together. So what I do is I turn on the tap water, and I will place my hand under the tap water and get my hand wet, and then I get a teaspoon or however large of a drop that you want to make. I put that into my hand, and therefore my hand is wet, and it's easy for me to form the little drops easier, and it will stick together. So if you have a problem with the mixture sticking together, just turn on your tap water, place the palm of your hand underneath the water, get your hand wet with a little bit of water, and then you can form the drops. Also, if you don't want to use the water, add a little bit more honey, or what you can do is place a little bit of water into the mixture before you start forming the drops, and get it to the consistency where you know that the drops will form easily. So these are our little drops, and I'm going to place these into the refrigerator for about 1.5 hours, and then they'll be ready to serve. But these are great for just pick one up if you're on the way out the door, you've got to run an errand real quick, or you're going to work and you just want something that is a little bit healthier than some of the other items that sometimes we pick up when we're running out of the door to eat real quickly. But these are great, and these are so much fun to make with kids. It's almost like working with Play-Doh when you're forming the little drops, and kids love to do this. It keeps them entertained. They can add all the ingredients. It's very simple for them to do that, and it's a lot of fun for the family to make. Our oatmeal peanut butter drops have been in the refrigerator for 1.5 hours. Now what we're going to do is place them into an airtight container. We'll leave them in the container for about a week if they last that long. We'll be posting additional oatmeal peanut butter drops with different ingredients in the next coming weeks, and different oatmeal drops that you can make for snacks on the go. If you try this recipe, please leave a comment below, or if you add something different, please let us know. Thanks for visiting BistroBuzz TV, and come back to visit us again soon, and please like and subscribe. Thanks everyone.